Welcome everybody, Flash Time here, and I am back with another video, with the Flash being put on pause due to recent pandemic worldwide outcomes. I am doing a little bit of a change-up video until we get some news on the Flash Season 7. I know we've just had the trailer, whatever. Well, not just had it, we had it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever. But this video is a topic that wasn't really discussed. It just kind of appeared in the show, just out of nowhere, really. And that is Velocity X. Who made it? Where did it come from? And why did Barry's body reject it in season 6? And we'll all be getting into that right now. Right, so my theory of this whole thing is that Cisco made it as a backup for Barry, and it wasn't really tested yet. I think they did explain that it wasn't really tested or whatever. I can't actually remember. I'll have to go look back on that, but it wasn't really tested, and Barry's body rejected it due to him being so pure with the Speed Force and knowing all about how it works, how fast he can go and all that. But his body was also rejecting his own current speed due to the Speed Force dying, as we all know, due to Barry's own doing. And when he took Velocity X, it messed with his DNA. As we know, the Speed Force is in a speedster's DNA, and that determines how fast they can go, what they can do with the powers, and how they can learn, and how much they can progress. And Barry's body rejected it due to him being a pure speedster, and his body already rejecting his pure speed, so why would it try and accept some fake speed? We don't know. But then some people are wondering, why did Godspeed's body not reject Velocity X in the future when he versed Nora? I think that's due to Godspeed not being a full-on natural speedster, or he gets his speed through something else, such as the negative Speed Force. Maybe he uses Thorns, but then his lightning would be red. But maybe it's the Velocity X that has turned it white, and it is now turning blue, as we all saw that it was turning blue. That we don't actually know, but maybe it is because of the fake clones as well. That could be another reason why the body is rejecting, his body's not rejecting the Velocity X as Barry's did, which would actually make a lot of sense and make us understand why. I think we will get more of a in-depth response to what Velocity X is in season 7, due to Godspeed returning in season 7 himself. And I also had the theory of Zoom possibly being in this season. I know I've done many videos on Zoom returning and all that, due to just fan theories that I've seen, comments and news, and Teddy Sears himself on Instagram commenting on posts and stuff like that, and commenting stuff to do with Flash and all that, and posting pictures of being Zoom and saying he wants to come back and all that. But I think it would be the perfect storyline to have Godspeed go back in time to ask Zoom how to control Velocity X, even though he used Velocity 9, which is only one down, so it hasn't really progressed that much in terms of the numbers of how many velocities they've made. So he could even go try and steal Zoom's speed, because they have kind of the same plan. Godspeed is kind of a knockoff of Zoom at the moment, which I think they should change a little bit so he doesn't fail in the show, because everyone's just going to keep comparing him to Zoom, which probably not the best idea to have happen if you want to build a new villain such as Godspeed. Explaining his clones and how they all have his speed, it could be a power that he has, but he also was leaking blue energy or whatever in one of the episodes, which could have something to do with the Velocity X that they were using, and that could have been the reason why his body wasn't rejecting it. Otherwise, it's just because they aren't the real Godspeed, as we haven't seen. Maybe he's figuring out a way to combine all speed, because he says you don't deserve the speed you were given to Barry, we do. So maybe all of his clones, when they take speed, it all goes back to the original, and it becomes faster and faster until we do see the real one, and we have a great battle with Barry himself. That'd be very, very interesting to see, in my personal opinion. I'd like to see this. I don't know when we're going to see it. Probably at the end of Season 7 or halfway through. I know we were meant to get another battle between Godspeed in the end of Season 6. So I'd say we'll even get a few battles between episodes 1 to 5 of Season 7. I'm not sure. It's probably gonna happen, but I don't know. I'm not a writer on the show, but I do think my theory of Zoom coming back to help Godspeed, or well, not to help him because they'll probably try and kill him, but them have a little battle, and because Godspeed tries to steal the V9 from 2016, 2015. If I was a show writer, I would do that personally. Comment down below what you'd do, or if you agree with me with this, because I'd enjoy it. I really would. Who doesn't want Zoom back? Lots of people want Zoom back. Most people want Zoom back. He was probably the best villain from all the seasons. Season 6 was a bit of a knockdown in terms of season quality, but that was probably due to the whole worldwide situation that's going on right now. So yeah, we do need the Season 7 to save it. It wasn't dreadful, but the villain wasn't great. I didn't really like Bloodwork, and I didn't like Ava. So we need a better villain, and that is why we're getting Godspeed. Speedster villains have always done well in the show, and to be honest, I think that's just how the show works. You know, everyone just wants to see who's the fastest speedster. That's why them videos get the most views on YouTube. That's why it's the most common asked question. Who is the fastest? How can Barry beat him? Is Barry the fastest now? Have they overtaken him? And it's just fun for fans to see who is the fastest speedster at the end of the day eventually, because not all of us will ever know, because it fluctuates all the time. It's very inconsistent sometimes with how fast they are. Barry sometimes goes into flash time where he can be faster than light. Sometimes he can't catch the villain that runs out of the door. That's just plot holes, so the episode can be longer than ever. If it was a film, he would have hit his max potential all the way through him. As we'll probably see with Ezra Miller's film. Yeah, I'd really like to see Zoom come back, and that's my view on Velocity X. I do think it is an untested serum for speedsters, which Cisco was trying to make so Barry can become even faster. For when a new speedster such as Godspeed comes back, who hasn't been able to challenge Barry yet as of speed levels, but that is probably what Cisco's plan was to make. It could have even been Harrison Wells, but I do think it was Cisco, and Caitlin, because Caitlin knew the serum and all that, to like the ingredients and stuff to make Velocity X. So that is my theory on it. Godspeed's body does not reject it because it is not a pure speedster due to him being clones. Barry's body rejects it because his DNA doesn't accept it, and he's currently losing his speed, and that is why Barry's lightning turned blue and rejected it, as such Godspeed's did in Season 5 Episode 18. If you like this video and would like to see more news on Season 7 of The Flash, or any future seasons, any news on The Flash, DC content, even maybe Marvel, any of that, please comment down below. Please subscribe, click the notification bell. I really need to get my channel back on track. I've lost like 7,000 subs since the start of this year. I think it's due to a YouTube bug. I don't actually know what's going on with that. I did change my name, and that was probably a bad plan, and that's when I started losing subs, but I'm back. And here we go. See you guys in the next video.